Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Tech back into the video today. And today, the Houston Rockets are playing the Portland Trailblazers. Regular season game 71. The Houston Rockets are on an 8-game winning streak. We're going to be previewing this matchup tonight for the Rockets as they play the Portland Trailblazers. It will be a fun one between the Rockets and the Blazers as they meet up for the third time this season. Let's get into it. So, Rockets have won eight games in a row, just beating Utah on Saturday, and now they play Portland and have a chance to win their 9th straight game, and they have won also 10 out of their last 11 games, and if they win tonight, they will make it 9 straight and 11 out of their 12. In the 2 meetings in the past between the Rockets and the Blazers have been really nice games between the Rockets and the Blazers. I went to the first game between the Houston Rockets and the Portland Trailblazers. It was a really good game that went to overtime. It was a real heart stunner, and honestly, if the Rockets would have won that game, they wouldn't be at the 11 seed right now. They'd be at the 10 seed. I think really, if you put up all the losses throughout the season, the 35 losses, I think it's the most disappointing loss of the season so far, just because of the fact that the Rockets had the win in their hands, missed some free throws, and Jeremy Grant hit a huge shot to send it to overtime. I remember, there was like 1 second left. I was at the game, and I took a video of the inbounds, thinking that the Rockets would win. Jeremy Grant would miss or whoever was going to take the shot was going to miss the shot because it was going to be really hard to get a shot off with the time that was remaining left. And whenever, I go to Rockets games, if the Rockets are winning, which I don't think the Rockets have. I don't think the Rockets have lost a game this season that I've been to. But to be fair, the Rockets have been so good at home this season. But yes, they did. They lost that game. That was the first game they lost. Was against Portland. But I was feeling that thinking, this is going to be the Rockets' win. They're going to get this one right here. And then Jeremy Grant hit that shot, and I was absolutely shocked. And that was a great shot. I have it on. It's on my channel. It's on my shorts. But yeah, sent it to overtime. It was a great game. Sengun had a great game. Rockets lost, unfortunately. Then recently, in the last 11 games, this is the start of the winning streak, actually. The Rockets went to Portland, and they had a terrible first half, and they really played terrible in the first half. And a second half turnaround for the Rockets in a 123-107 win gets the job done. And those are the 2 matchups, the Rockets and the Blazers this season. Let's get to injury report. So this is not an injury, but Jabari Smith Jr. is suspended for this matchup due to the little bit of a fight with Chris Dunn, some beef between those two this season in the 2 matchups against the Utah Jazz. Unfortunately, Jabari Smith Jr. will not be in the lineup tonight. Also, Alperen Sengun remains to be out, and so does Cam Whitmore. The Rockets might not ever get Alperen Sengun back this season. Now, Cam Whitmore will probably be back in the beginning of April, first week of April. It's sometime in the first week of April. That's good news for the Rockets. Obviously, Tari Eason and Steven Adams are out for the season. Sengun, I think it's a long shot for him to come back, but if they make it to the play-in and have a good shot to make the play-in, at the end of the season, I think he might come back. But I wouldn't risk it, honestly, with the way the team's playing right now, unless they start dropping games. And then getting to the Rockets starting lineups. Real quick, Portland's injuries. Brogdon and Sharp are officially out, but there are game time decisions all over the board for the Blazers. You got Anthony Simons. You have, I think Scoot Henderson's on the list. I know Jeremy Grant and DeAndre Ayton are. I don't know if those guys will play. None of them played in their previous game against the Denver Nuggets on Saturday. I don't know if that will change against the Rockets tonight. So I really don't know what to do about starting lineups with the Portland Trailblazers. I don't even know what to do about starting lineups with the Rockets. The Rockets have been going a little bit smaller with Jabari at the 5 and Amen Thompson at the 4. But who's going to join the starting lineup now that Jabari... That's a great question. Now that Jabari is suspended for 1 game, who joins the starting lineup? Do you go really small like you did in 2020 with Jeff Green and put him at the 5 and Amen Thompson at the 4? Or do you put a traditional 5 in the starting lineup with Jock Landale at the 5 and Amen Thompson at the 4? I think Jock Landale or Jeff Green will replace Jabari in the starting lineup. Both guys are playing really well, so it doesn't, either having, vice versa. They're both great, but I think the thing is the size is more important. You got a rookie on Portland side and Duop Reith who's playing great basketball, so you don't want to have a guy like him going up against a guy like Jeff Green who's a great player, but is 6'8", going up against a 6'11" Duop Reith. So, when you think about it like that, I think if you want to keep this winning streak alive, you might want to start Jock Landale. So I think the starting lineup's kind of going to be obviously your normal starters: Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Amen Thompson, and then at the 5 will either be Jeff Green or Jock Landale. We'll see what Ime Udoka decides to do. And for the Portland Trailblazers, like I said, I don't know what the hell's going on with them because they have so many players on game time decision. I think their whole starting lineups on game time decision for this basketball game, but we'll go off what their last starting lineup was, and that was Scoot Henderson, Ryan Rupert, who was a Warriors draft pick, I believe. Or no, that's someone else I was thinking about. And Chris Murray, Duop Reith, and Tamari Kamara. So that's their last starting lineup, but we'll see who plays and who doesn't play for the Blazers. Getting into my keys of the game. Here's my key to the game. You got to get off to a great start like the Rockets have been doing in these last 5 games. These last 5 games, the Rockets have not gone under 60 points in the first half. They need to remain staying hot in the first half. You cannot underestimate this Portland Trailblazers team, and I'll tell you why. When you're hot like this, you've won 8 in a row, you've won 10 out of your last 11, you will drop a game like this to a Portland team who you do not expect to lose to. This is a trap game for the Houston Rockets. They have to get hot in the first half. You cannot do what you did last time against the Portland Trailblazers when you were terrible in the first half and had to recover in the second half. That was the last time we saw the Houston Rockets have a terrible first half, and ever since, we've seen them go over 60, sometimes over 70. Last game, 87 points in the first half. You got to keep the spark going in the first half, and I think if the Rockets can do that, they will win this basketball game. Next key to the game is feeding number 4, and you got to do it early as well. And I think the same thing goes with Fred. But with Jalen, get him going early. Jalen needs to see shots falling early on, and if that happens, he will play great throughout the rest of the game, and the Rockets will find success. And then, I would honestly say my final key to the game for the Rockets is you got to control the big guy, and that's Duop Reith. And with the Rockets down Jabari Smith Jr., Alperen Sengun, you got to find a way to stop him, down low in the paint, because I think they're going to feed him. He's coming off a 24-point performance against the Denver Nuggets. They're going to feed him a lot, especially potentially shorthanded without DeAndre Ayton. So watch out for Duop Reith. I would double him sometimes, maybe even, especially with really not a real center out there. Yeah, I know you have Jock, but he's coming off the bench. So if Jock's coming off the bench, you have Jeff Green going up against Duop Reith, 6'8" matchup versus 6'11" guy. So I just hope Jeff Green can stand his ground. But if not, Amen Thompson or Dylan Brooks bring some help guarding the big man. But I would keep an eye out on the rookie big man. Let me know your thoughts on this game, and I really hope the Rockets can keep this winning streak going. But that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. Go Rockets.